but he turns to all of you, straightening up, and as he smiles, you still see between the row of like razor sharp teeth, still elements of red kind of traced in. Um, but he looks at you all and says, "Greetings, travelers. You are now in the realm of the Gray Lady." And he kind of grimaces a little bit, and you can see as he shuffles, it's an effort. His whole body kind of on these tiny little legs. You can see on the back these little wings just flapping furiously, trying to keep him steady, not providing much.
Hmm.
But he looks around at all of you. Do you guys want to do anything?
Thank you.
He smiles, nods, and then he continues.
I'll just be like,
Um,
which way leads further down?
He looks behind him. You can see there are two doors, one painted red, one painted black. The paper kind of fluttering on the walls of dark stone in this invisible wind. He looks back to you. Both lead forward, but one is more dangerous than the other. Kind of looks down at the body. You can see there is still like a hungry look in his eyes. This gray dwarf dead on the ground. You can see kind of tongue a little bit out, eyes wide open, a little bit of blood just sliding across the floor now.
Could you describe this danger, good sir?
He smiles and make an insight check.
Calling on my at least still good skills. That is a 22.
Dirty 20.
You
Dirty
get
20.
the sense with this smile, there's an element to this that he is going to enjoy, and you get a sense you have to be very careful with what he says.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily that he's lying to you, but there
I
are
know.
things that he is going to selectively hold back.
Oh, okay. So what
But
I
he
kind
looks
of
at
already
you.
surmised.
Yeah. But he looks at you and he says, "Behind each door, the danger is different. Behind one, you'll need to face something personal to you. Behind the other, a longer danger."
What danger?
He licks his lips and kind of, you see the eyes back to the corpse,
I
but
think he said
he looks back
longer.
up to you.
Longer danger? Opposed to short danger?
Sure, like a dagger to a sword. Is that sort of what you mean?
Probably.
No. What I mean is, one of these doors will lead you to something horrifying, personalized for each of you. And the other, you'll walk through these halls as they were, with minor alterations. He looks back down at this body and kind of looks back up.
Have you gone through?
No, I've been cursed. I'm trapped here, and for my crimes of questioning her leadership, I'm cursed to answer the questions of travelers who pass through.
Oh.
Hmm.
All
But
right.
I'm allowed to eat the gray dwarves.
I see. Very tasty. So, which door do you see most people going towards?
And turns. Most go through the black door.
And that's short danger or long danger?
Long.
Oh. Odd. I would choose short danger. Well, my decision's made. How about you guys?
What
Yeah.
what did you do exactly to, get on the Gray Lady's bad side?
So
Besides,
you see, as you start talking, he has to kind of reposition his whole body. Thank you, Sumua. He has to reposition his whole body. His legs are almost like stick-like. He looks he's like a Mike Wazowski kind of build, this big rotund top. Like part Mike Wazowski, part Gru. but he sort of like turns to address you. The eyes kind of shifting over, and you notice they settle for a moment very pointedly on your arm.
Hmm.
But he looks back up and he smiles. I questioned her leadership. I gave a recommendation, but she doesn't like those.
Hmm. And why is she seemingly antagonistic towards the Grey Dwarves?
Hmm. It's a funny story if you're into that kind of thing, but they exiled her.
So she's
Hmm.
a gray dwarf too?
Yes.
Wait, I love funny stories. Will you tell us? It's just been such a long day.
I don't think our humor is gonna be. Continue.
Okay. He smiles and he says, let me just pull up the right thing. I don't want to tell you the wrong things.
Funny story.
So this gray lady walks into a bar.
It's funny story one.
She says, ouch.
Story two.
Yeah, I just got to look for all my Excel funny story spreadsheets because I just keep them kind of in like a database. Oh, I know where this would be. Duh. The Gray Lady hails from a place deep beneath. None of you are gray dwarves. At least none of you smell very good. So you've never been. You would know it as the Cold Forge. But they worship a god that the Gray Lady cares not for. When she attempted to change their allegiances, those who endure saw her thrown out. I would love to be thrown out. Kind of looks back up at you. There's like a moment of like a little bit of an existential thing, and then he right back.
Hmm.
You seen a baby walk through here recently,
No, Edward, yeah.
so you know him.
Better than you do.
What's his deal?
I'm sure you'll find out.
I mean, like, did he miss nap time?
The
Like, what's going
grin
on
just
here?
spreads wide. You see within there's just this little scrap of flesh, still a little bit of gray. This grotesque, almost like a little bit of hair kind of sticking out. What'd you say?
Did he miss nap time? What's going on?
That isn't really a baby.
Oh, fooled me. What is that?
Yeah. Happens to a lot of people.
Yeah. What is it?
I can't tell you that. You'll have to ask him.
Didn't seem
Nah.
to be the talking type or the stabbing.
I don't think
type.
it can talk.
I mean,
If baby Edward were to talk, what would he say he is? No, I'm just kidding.
Make a persuasion check.
Okay.
This guy is lonely.
This guy's kind of fun. I like him. Let's take him. You guys, let's liberate this guy.
Can we call you
Try.
Thistle?
Do you ask him that?
He can be Branch.
He could be Branch.
What am I doing? Persuasion. All right.
Yeah.
So that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
Yes, sir.
What was it that you did? Sorry.
If I was to ask baby Edward what he is, what would he say?
Something much older than a baby, or you, or me, or even him. And you see, he looks at Akka. Morwen, what's your passive perception?
17.
He doesn't look at Akka in the face. It's this flicker, and the glance is too low. Take that to mean what you will. But you
checking out my junk.
Yeah, what
You-
you looking at?
you don't catch exactly what it is, but he's
Satchel.
not looking at Akka. But if you can only see in this place, and he kind of gestures his little arms. They don't quite make it up. His like arm muscles are not able to lift them to like a full outward kind of stretch, and you can see this fat beneath. Um, but as it wobbles back and forth, he just sort of says, "If you can only see in places like this, you won't see Edward for what he is."
Okay. How does one see in places like this? Wait, what? Can you can you clarify your last email?
Per my last
God.
email.
It's been a fucking week, you guys.
I'm sorry. I'm still in that.
No, I feel. Trust me, you have no idea. It's been a week. It's been a day.
Please advise.
I'm glad we don't have to play this game that way.
He isn't one of them, but Edward, he spends time with ghostly folk. If you can see them, you can see him for what he is. But I think the baby's nicer for you.
All right. What are you doing down here? Like, how are you here?
Well, I was having lunch. Oh, you
I'm
mean
interviewing
down
this
here?
guy. You're hired.
I have strong leadership skills. His eyes glance up, and you can see just at the edge, as you guys have walked around a little bit, the kind of end of the hanging cage. Like I said, I was cursed. The Gray Lady travels many realms outside of here for her menagerie. I got caught up in one of them.
Which realm are you from?
Oh, the hells.
Oh, I have a friend who went there not too long ago. Heard it's
Yeah.
beautiful during the summer. All right. Well, do you guys want to?
His eyes looks for the first time a little confused. You can see the smile falter on his face. Congratulations.
Lovely sun that never sets. So you guys have any questions for him? Or...
I have a question. Are you familiar with the shield a few places back?
Oh, I know a little about it, but not about the shield. She hates the shield.
I had a feeling. You wouldn't happen to know where a key to that might be, would you?
You can see he smiles. What's it worth to you, elf boy?
Well, it could be worth a bit, depending on, if it's gonna be beneficial to both parties.
Make a persuasion check.
Am I persuasive? Not that persuasive. That's a 16.
I do love a party. You need 3 icons. Each represents a hero of this place in days of yore. You need 1 for the heavy hand, 1 for the first hero, and 1 for the prodigal smith.
You don't know where those are, though, do you?
I didn't say that. What do you have to offer?
What are you interested in?
You see his eyes kind of flicker around.
He checks
You know, it's been a short 70 years, but I'd like to leave this place. Get back to the hells.
And how would one go about getting you out of there?
Well, ideally, you would, and you see, it's almost as if he can't say.
Kill the Gray Lady?
Look, I didn't say that. And for a moment, you said your passive is 17?
Mine is.
So for both of you, I would say Shay also, everybody, Heinrich, you can see. Well, actually, Heinrich, what is your passive? Is it above 16?
No.
So everybody but Heinrich sees every time that she kind of tries to say something, it's almost as if something is being cinched around her neck. You don't see anything, but
she's
you
a
see
lady?
like this kind of thing.
It's a lady.
What? Sorry,
Wait, the thing we're talking to is a lady?
you don't know.
You just said she.
Well,
I'm confused.
So
And everything
It's
else
besides
about
the
this
point.
makes sense.
It's besides the point.
Everything
Yeah.
else about this
It
is
doesn't-
very easy to
This
follow.
part doesn't matter.
reality based.
So here's the thing. If we were to have this shield, it would probably make it easier for us to help you in your situation.
Yeah, maybe, but it doesn't really beholden you to it. And in my experience, you really need a guarantee.
What would a fair guarantee be for you? Kind of hard to guarantee that we're gonna do the thing that you're implying.
Do you want to make a deal, elf boy?
Not necessarily, but I
Let's
do want
see.
that
He licks
shield.
his lips a little bit.
I said not necessarily, but I do want that shield.
Oh, well, I might know where one or two of those icons are.
Okay, well, what do I need to grease the wheel? Short of, the thing you can't tell us.
Well, I want a guarantee, really. So, let's say you agreed to take my place if you couldn't get me out.
No.
You
I've
don't
already
sound
got
very confident in your skills. And that doesn't really lead me to think that you're somebody that could, and you can see again that kind of cinch for just a second.
Well, I might not be able to kill the Gray Lady, but I feel pretty confident in killing you.
Oh,
No reaction.
All right.
Well, I'm done.
it's just 2 doors in this
So,
room, by the way.
Yeah, just 2 doors.
So if we go forward, are more walls just gonna keep appearing behind us? Cause like we came through at the top of those stairs, and there's a wall blocking us from getting back now.
If you go through the black door, you can always come back.
And the red?
I didn't say that.
I'm asking.
He smiles.
Can we come back if we go through the red door? Mister, I have to answer all questions asked of me per your curse.
You can see like a little twitch in the corner of his eye. Make a persuasion check.
17.
The angler's not gonna let you come back.
And who is
What's the angler?
She.
he? Who are they?
Look at the open-minded from the Tabaxi, who's generally kind of racist towards everybody. Through that door is a creature that's called.
The angler.
There are things that I just can't tell you.
Can we guess?
Well,
And you'll
I
tell
see-
us if we're right or wrong.
You seem to got something stuck in your throat. Is it like removable?
I get it. You got something stuck in your forehead. Can I pull it out? Is that a no? Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. You can try, but I won't know what it's gonna look like for you. And she We'll give it information. She knows all of you.
It's dusty down here. Damn.
There's no outlets for my dustbuster. He cries.
You guys got outlets and magnets down here? Damn.
Listen,
He has no
let
outlet.
you let us know where the keys to the shield are. I'll clean this place up for you.
So, what do you guys want to do? You can see this fat little imp still kind of looking over to you every now and then, Akka.
I'm staring him down.
Well,
He doesn't sit right with me.
I mean, does any of this place?
No, I don't get it. Like, I'm talking to the imp. Because we've all seen him actually like looking at Akka. Them. I don't know what you are.
Yeah, so since that first time, now, yeah, definitely like engaging with Akka in conversation. And now looking at Akka more about the deal that was kind of potentially offered. But previous, it was as if he was looking at something on Akka's person. Perhaps an item, perhaps one of the symbols that you see flicker across the armor. Unclear to you.
And that's not happening anymore.
No, just like a brief moment.
Oh,
Why were you looking at Akka earlier?
what?
He kind of looks and following
What?
your eyes to Akka goes, "Oh, elf boy.
Why'd you keep it my name?
Oh, you
Oh,
just
I
got
know.
real pretty armor." Anyways, I'm in the middle of lunch and it's getting kind of cold, so do you need anything else?
I think we're done here.
All right. And he kind of goes back as he hunches down in a moment. Looks like one of those gargoyles, kind of fat with the tiny wings on the back. Before you see the mouth, that too wide grin spread across into the flesh of this creature, and you hear the skin snap as it tears away. Just through the mouthful of flesh, he says, "Best of luck."
Thank you. Have a nice day.
I'm gonna use minor illusion to just like make it look like a nice, pretty bush of flowers over the whole thing.
So as you do this bush of flowers, you can see the imp looks. His eyes kind of flicker for a second, and then he goes, and he starts to choke on some of the stuff that he's eating. And then before he, an illusion. And he picks up the piece of flesh and back into his mouth.
Just like censoring it. A big black bar.
Yeah, sure.
All right, so red or black?
Just walk. I'm already walking towards the black door.
All right.
That's
Are
the
these
personal one.
unlocked?
That's
Are
the
these
deep cut.
unlocked, little guy?
Turns around. Yeah, they're both unlocked.
All right, thank you.
Do you go through the black door?
I'll just open it and be like, yeah, whatever. Forward, just forward.
You open this door. It's old wood. You get the predictable horror movie. You see stairs, brittle and wood, which is unusual for the dwarven terrain that you've been in. Lots of stone and metal. This is old wood, and you can see it looks dried out and brittle. You hear almost like the sounds of a liquid faintly lapping in the distance. There's this sort of irony smell that hangs in the air, and the whole area as you go down a little bit, or if you were to like even step into the doorway a little bit, it's a little bit warmer.
So we're gonna go the long way.
Yeah. Yep. I am.
All right, I'll see you on the other side. I'm gonna go on the red way. Nah, just nah.
Oh,
No. But maybe. No, I'm not gonna do it.
you guys go through. You guys can split the party. Why not?
Nah.
Yeah, I'm gonna just test the stairs a little bit.
Okay. You put a foot on the steps, and as you do, each inch of your pressure, it's this loud, like every time it goes down a little bit, and you can see dust off the top and kind of going down. These wooden steps, you can see there's space between them, and they just go down to darkness. It's as if there's nothing beneath them,
Mhm.
but they hold. You put all of your weight slowly shifting over, and they hold.
Cool. I mean, I'd be walking like wide stance with my
Yeah.
feet hitting the
Spreading your weight as
banisters.
much as you can.
Well,
Oh,
also
towards the
just
walls.
towards like the walls and presumably the support angles.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna catch up to you.
No, don't. Stay away from me. Don't get close. Too much pressure, it'll collapse. I'm wearing a lot of armor here.
But what if you go down, like, what if something happens where you disappear again? It said it's gonna be personal.
That's not this way. That's why I didn't go this way. So,
I'm confused. I thought this was the deep cut room.
nope.
No, this
The
is
other
not
one where the
deep
thing
cut
knew
room.
what we know.
So what's this room?
The long way.
So we're just
I'm
gonna
just gonna-
figure it out.
Just gonna
So
keep
Alright.
creaking down slowly.
I'm gonna turn and be like, "Hey, buddy."
You turn, yeah, and you see there's actually his teeth are into a forearm that goes out into a hand. The
But
as he
his head
bites
just
in,
sticks out of the bush, right?
as he yeah,
the
he
bush
just
is
sticks
there
there, and
The
you
bush
can
is there
see,
until I am 30 feet away.
as he
Oh.
says, yeah, he turns and he chomps down where you can
Chomping.
see the fingers like kind of curl in as he bites down on the tendons. But he's looking at you.
So, how many people have come back this way in your experience?
You mean other than Edward?
Yeah,
No, none.
and that's for both doors, huh?
Yeah, you got it.
Hmm. So, I feel like maybe we should go with the red door, guys. We know a little bit more of what's there.
I'm good. I'm like down
Why?
the stairs.
We've already dealt with something similar.
No, we haven't.
Why are you so scared? Come back.
Nope. It's
Come,
okay.
Get back up here.
It's all right.
Does it
Good
seem like
thanks.
Heinrich knows more
See
than
you
he's
down
letting
here.
on here?
Make an insight check.
How's the...
You're the
how
rat.
much
You
do
get
I
your
know
roll
with an
now.
18?
Let me see here.
Is that your name? Yeah.
Against my 27, not a lot, especially because I shift the minor illusion to just make like a everything's okay, super happy smiley face mask over my. Yeah, no, we're good. We'll just go this way. I don't actually do that mask part.
That would make me question it even
no,
more.
everything is totally
I know, right?
fine. But no, actually, no,
tough
you
to
don't
read.
get much. You don't get much.
Tough to read. Yeah.
I'm just like very being like, yeah, I mean, this is the only way forward as far as I'm concerned.
But if we're trying to go... Shay, what do you think?
I don't think it matters at the end of the day. Ultimately, we're looking just to pass through. So,
Right, but one
Yeah,
of
she's
them
right.
is a shorter distance with...
How far down am I now?
Have you been walking this whole time?
I've been like kind of slowly going now that they're
Okay.
just like
So as this
slowly
conversation
coming
happens,
around to it. I'm hoping my distance keeps putting pressure on.
as
big
this
area.
conversation happens, you begin to walk, and it's still this like dark gray stone. You come to the bottom of the stairs. You can see maybe 10 feet below you, and they curve slightly. There is a door, maybe 30 feet away, large, wide, maybe like 30 feet wide, and made out of a material neither stone nor wood. Doesn't look metal. And even as you kind of get down to the bottom 4 or 5 steps, it's almost as if the level of light in the room rises slightly. It's now dimly lit, and looking around, there is no source of light. But you can see that these doors are made of stitched together humanoid skin. And even as you look at it here and there, you see it just twitch, or like a stretch of it will just suddenly contract. And you can hear it, you're aware, as you begin to adjust to the low light. And as you do, looking at this doorway, there are no handles. There are 2 arms that are outstretched. They look like dwarven arms, but not gray dwarf. And they're wet. You can see the clothing kind of dripping even from here. In the dim light, hard to make out more than that. You smell, I would say, those of you who are not Heinrich, the faintest scent of jasmine.
So it's just a hallway at the bottom of the stairs.
At the bottom of the stairs, so it's almost like a bigger room. It spreads out a little bit, but it's not cleanly shapen. You don't see walls that form at 90-degree angles to the floor like they have. This is a little bit more naturally carved out from this gray stone. And as you get closer to it, make a perception check.
13.
There are elements of this that when you touch it, it feels like stone to you, but your eyes almost seem like they're playing tricks on you. The darkness of the space in areas is so complete that it really is hard to see like the edges of things. It's very much that like ultra black effect where you kind of lose the definition.
Mhm.
And that's a very peculiar sensation. It's a roughly carved room that maybe is about 30 feet wide from the door out. And the door is kind of on the eastern side of this room. Straight ahead, there's kind of a stone wall that gradually rises up to a ceiling, almost like a natural cave, and the same thing on the left. So the room itself is maybe 20 feet wide, 30 feet long.
Okay.
Ceiling seems to be about 30 feet up. It's a tall space.
Just be like, yeah, I found the bottom. It's right here. And just sort of stand at the bottom of the stairs.
I suppose to more directly answer your question, Akka, it depends on whether you wish to face yourself or what actually lies within.
Well, in regard to that, I feel like I know more about myself than I do about whatever is down there. And clearly, the Grey Lady already knows more about myself than really matters at this point. So, I don't know. I feel like, the fastest route is probably the one that I would prefer to take.
From right down at Akka's waist, this imp has like gradually walked over, and you can see kind of like pulling some kind of a meaty element with him along the floor, a little trail, scraps of cloth kind of hanging off of it. But he suddenly, Akka, you don't see him approach, but he's just at your waist and kind of speaks up. But and actually, because I was describing that, I just forgot what you had just said. But he's responding to you, and you had just said,
I know more about myself than I do about what's down there. And at this point, the Grey Lady already knows more about myself than really matters, so...
And he kind of, from behind, just below you, just looks up. Yeah, and if you're looking for the shortest way, that's going to bring you right to the front door of the Granite Overwatch. So, the fastest way by far.
So, I mean, that's my thought there, but...
Well, what do we do about...
I don't know. He seems pretty against going that way for whatever reason.
Well, maybe whatever was on those stairs scared him enough that he doesn't want to face whatever else is...
Right, but that's the thing. Like, we've already faced that staircase, and...
Yeah, but they didn't do anything that time. They just spoke to us.
But,
that sucked in itself.
It's all within our minds. Everything that takes place there is stuff that is formed from our own imagination and our own memories. So if we keep that in mind, then I feel a little more comfortable dealing with that than with some unseen abomination. Like, I don't want to deal with another baby.
Yeah, but we could also be dealing with like another kind of baby. Like, what if it's us as babies?
I feel like you latch on to the wrong word.
See all the good opportunities we could have taken and didn't.
Wow. Massive
That's deep.
psychic damage.
That's
Existential damage.
You have
That's
to
like
watch where it all went wrong.
that's permadeath. That's permadeath level psychic damage.
Mhm.
Yeah, damn.
You have to relive your life in third person,
Oh.
but with your current consciousness watching yourself grow up.
Mine would
No,
just
don't
be
take him to the
cringe.
prom. No.
Anyways.
Oh, that's a cute version. All right. I'm just gonna
Good
call
bottom
up.
to
So you
see.
guys coming?
We don't know yet.
But,
We should discuss
certain-
it.
I'm certain this way is safer. Certain.
What do you see down there?
Some flesh walls and some doors with handles.
Yeah, I'm not sure if
Nope.
that's the best way.
That's nope.
Sounds pretty close
I don't.
to me.
What about that seems better than just dealing with our own imaginations?
Oh yeah, well I mean, I guess I'll see you on the other side.
Oh,
Shay, what are you doing?
I think after a minute, Shay would follow Heinrich down the stairs.
Okay.
Well, if Shay's going, I'm gonna go.
Aka, you find yourself alone with the imp who just kind of looks up at you. Hey, elf boy, it's not too late to make a deal.
yeah. Maybe if we get back after this, and then I'm gonna begrudgingly go down the stairs just to get away from this demon.
As you walk
That's
down,
good.
you can hear the voice kind of trailing behind you.
Oh,
Always be waiting for you, elf boy.
always watching.
You disappear down the stairs and rejoin everybody else at the bottom.